Editing. So first of all, click the edit button. And here are all the buttons on the screen, and you can see we can click on them. They're not playing, we're paused. You click on each one, it will be selected, and then you can change things. Or if you want to change more than one, as you'd expect, you can press the Control key and click on several or unclick on them. We do recommend you have a keyboard connected to do editing, and you may also want to have a mouse. Makes it a lot simpler and quicker. Okay, well, we've selected 2 buttons there. What can we do with them? Well, we can change some things about the look. For example, in the screen menu, size and borders. Let's look at borders, and let's set the roundness of the corners to make them 0, so that means they'll be totally square. Here we are. Could also change the thickness of the borders. Make borders and corners, border width. You can have a separate width for whether it's got a picture or it hasn't got a picture. So we haven't got a picture here, so let's make it much thinner. Notice that is a global setting, so it applies to all buttons. So notice we have a blue background, a blue border colour, and when we're not selected it's showing us green, but notice that this top one doesn't have a green border because the button itself's green, so it picks an alternative colour to show something contrasting. What else can we do? Well, let's select that one. We can make them bigger and smaller, so we could do that from the size menu again. Make taller, alt down cursor, so that's useful to use a keyboard for that. Alt down cursor I'm pressing. Notice the buttons can overlap each other. I can also move them around, and then if I want to audition what's in the button, of course I could go into play mode and then move the mouse cursor over. But if you had a sequence, then you might not be able to choose which button to play. So it's much easier to stay in edit mode, and then you can use the keyboard. Once you've chosen a button, choose that one, and then right cursor will audition it. As well as the mouse, you can use the down and up cursor to step through each button. So with up and down cursor and then right to audition, you can quite quickly go through each one. If you want to know what's in the button, then if you hold the shift key down and move the cursor over it, it will pop up and then tell you something. In this case it's telling us what instrument we've got there. So there's some basic features for editing, selecting and auditioning.